Yes. Assalamu alaikum. So let's begin today's part.
وعليكم السلام.
Yes, let's take a review of yesterday's class and then we shall start new chapter. So we've been learning Jumlatul Failure. So this is the review that all rules of Jumlatul Failure which we have done till now. It is not only applicable for Failul Mazi, it is applicable for Failul Muzari as well and Failul Amr. Okay. So it starts with a verb. It contains, please mute your mic, fi'l, fa'il, and maf'ul. Fa'il is always marfu, and the sign of marfu is dhamma. And maf'ul is always mansub, and the sign of maf'ul is always fatah. So these two examples where we can understand. Sami'a Hamidun al-azana. Sami'a, it's fi'l. Hamidun, it's fa'il because it ends with dhamma. And al-azana, it's maf'ul because it ends with fatah. Then sami'ahu, sami'a, it's fi'l. And huwa is fa'il which is mustatir, hidden. And who is maf'ul, as you know that when attached pronouns are attached with verbs, they are always maf'ul. And this is the rule only for third person. So this rule is for third person when it is declared. The file should be for third person and declared. That time only we need to apply this rule. This rule is not applicable for any condition except this. So in verbal sentence, if file is third person and declared, then the third person singular form is used. If it is masculine, masculine. If it is feminine, feminine. However, in nominal sentence, fi'l always agrees with file according to its gender and number. Why? Because the rule of nominal sentence is mubtada always agrees with khabar and vice versa according to the gender and number. So these two are sentences. If you take nominal sentence, it agrees according to the file. So at-talibatu zahabna. Why? Because file is here, that is subject, feminine and plural. So we need to use the form of feminine plural, third person, zahabna. At-tullabu, zahabu. At-tullabu, masculine, plural form, third person. So need to use fi'l accordingly. That zahaba, it's masculine, plural, third person. So when you analyze the nominal sentence, so at-talibatu is mubtada and zahabna is khabar in the form of verbal sentence. At-tullabu mubtada and zahabu is khabar in the form of verbal sentence. Whereas in verbal sentence, when file is declared and it is for third person, it doesn't matter whether it is singular, dual, plural. You need to use for feminine singular form and masculine singular form. So zahabat at-talibatu. For better reading, we need to add harakat because the sukuns we cannot read together. So we need to put here ta, and you can see here it has sukun and kasra. So kasra is only just for reading, whereas sukun is the sign here that it is feminine. Then zahabat tullabu, again the same. Here file is declared and it is for third person. So we need to use singular form, masculine. Okay. So
Ma'am, but the meaning remains the same in both nominal and verbal sentence, right?
yeah, meaning is the same.
So in both the cases, it is they hit the students.
The students, the boy students went.
Ah,
At-tullabu zahabu or zahaba tullab.
okay.
And at-talibatu zahabna or zahabat talibatu, the girl students went.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, Ustaza, this Zahaba will become khabar, no? I mean, when we convert it into nominal, the verb will become khabar.
Yes, it is khabar because nominal has only two parts, mubtada and khabar.
And when in here it is declared, but when it is not declared to
Then no, it is not declared, then it starts with verb, na? So it will be verbal sentence.
no, if I have to convert like Zahabu, like
Hmm.
if I have to convert to nominal, then I have to make whom Zahabu, no, whom, like we have to
Yeah. That also you can do. If you write whom zahabu, it will be nominal.
okay.
As I have told you that why we need that conversion. Nominal sentence is only for emphasizing.
Ji.
Okay. And verbal sentence, it is only normal tone. Normal tone, we are telling that yes, boy students went. But here, certainly boy students went, or boy, surely only boy students went. Okay?
Emphasis.
Yeah, so this is only emphasizing, though they have same meaning, but the context is different. That when you when you emphasize something, then we need to convert verbal sentence into nominal sentence. जैसे कि इन उर्दू में बोलते हैं जैद गया, ये वर्बल सेंटेंस हो गया, जैद तो गया है सिर्फ. So that you need to convert nominal sentence. The same way here as well. When you translate, that time we need to understand.
Yes, because in yesterday's homework which you sent, that first live was little confusing. So that's why I wanted to clarify.
No. That is very easy. Now that you need to use pronoun. But see, when you start either noun or pronoun, it is nominal sentence.
Ji.
I
So that
can
will
write
automatically
na
become
zahabna.
so that will automatically become mubtada. The noun which we remove or the pronoun which we bring out and put it first will become mubtada and the verb will become khabar.
Yes, that's quite obvious because it has two parts now. That structure we have learned. We need to follow the same structure.
And if we have maful, what will be the maful in the nominal sentence when we convert the verbal sentence to nominal? What will be the
So
grammatical?
verbals in maful is as it is, but it will be in the cover.
Acha, it is a part of the khabar.
Yes, it's the part of the cover. That's it.
Oh, okay.
See, in verbal sentence, how will you take verb, file, maful? Am I right?
Ji, right.
You just split out. That means you need to take file first and verb second. But the place of maful is as it is.
Hmm. So it will be
Understood?
considered as khabar only.
Yeah, that's quite obvious.
Okay. With verb and maful will become khabar.
Yeah, sure.
जी, Jazakallah.
Right? Yeah. So here more example you can see. It doesn't matter in verbal sentence. Your file is singular, dual, plural. Your verb is in the singular form for masculine. Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna, sajada. Same way for feminine. Muslimatun, Muslimatani, Muslimatun, sajadat. Okay. So this is the rule only for verbal sentence when the file is third person and declared. So when file is third person, either it is inside or outside. Am I right? This is only applicable for third person. Either it is hidden or declared.
जी,
Because file is the doer of the action. So search outside doer if inside doer is the third person. That I have told you yesterday. How will you see that whether? Because I have told you that there is no any fixed rule in Arabic that the words are in the fixed place. That cannot happen. So that time, especially in verbal sentence, I must say, because if it is nominal sentence, then you always take noun first because it starts with noun. If it doesn't starts with noun, we can't say. Even inna, when the sentence starts with inna, you always remember it's nominal sentence because inna is only used in nominal sentence.
And Ustad, these questions and nahi, they will still be verbal sentence. You know, like if there is a, still after a, if there is a verb, it will still be a verbal sentence. No?
Which verbal sentence?
Matlab, if there is a questioning word like harf hamza.
If
So
I
after
say man daraba,
बराबर.
okay? I told you, you don't consider particles. How will you consider? Particle is the different part. We are talking about fi'l and noun. We are not talking about particles.
Okay, okay.
We are talking about noun and fi'l. So in the question, you should not consider questions because they are mabni. They are particles.
जी जी
Am I right?
जी जज़ाकल्लाह.
Yeah. So search outside door if inside door is the third person. The outside door is always placed after the verb. And the outside door must be in rafa status. That is, it is always marfu. So when you see that there is verb, the sentence starts with verb, then you check whether it has outside door or inside. How will you? You need to look at the noun which ends with the ma. Then I can say, yes, it has outside door. Otherwise, I need to consider inside door according to the pattern of verb. The inside and outside doors generally match in gender. As I have told you, it doesn't matter whether your file is singular, dual, or plural in verbal sentence. For masculine, you need to take singular form masculine, and for feminine, you take singular form of feminine. But the inside and outside doors do not have to match in number. That we have learned about the rule. So we are talking only verbal sentence. You do not change your track. We are only on the track of verbal sentence. If you change the track, rule will be changed. Nominal has different parts, verbal has different parts. So we are learning verbal. So a pronoun attached to a verb cannot be outside door. That quite obvious. as we know that when attached pronouns are attached with the verb, they are always maf'ul. So especially I have put here, don't get confused that sometimes attached pronouns and detached pronouns are the same, like whom, hunna. So don't get confused. If they are attached with the verb, they are maf'ul. Okay? And if they are not attached with the verb, they are hidden. It has inside door. Like if I write here, darabahum, and I write here, darabu. What is the difference? So daraba, huwa is file. So why huwa is file? Because it is mustatir. Whom is attached with the verb, so it is maf'ul. He hid them. Now darabu. Here your file is hidden, that means it has inside door. So that's why I have mentioned this point. So when any pronoun attached with the verb, it is not outside door. Some students feel that, yeah, it is declared. Whom is declared? No, not at all possible. So whenever pronouns are attached with the verb, they are always maf'ul. So don't get confused. Are you getting these points?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we can take here. Radiyallahu anhum wa radu anhu. Now what is fi'l here?
Radiya.
Yeah, that's quite obvious. It's verb. Now you check. Does it have outside or inside door?
Outside.
Outside.
Allah.
Because it's this one, Dhamma. So it is outside. Door. Door means file. Now anhum,
Mutaliku fi'l.
mutalik. Why it is mutalik? Because it is jar wa majrur.
Okay.
Then this at.
Ataf.
Now radu.
Fi'l and file are together.
Yes, it is PL. Yes, PL. But doer
Inside.
inside. And again,
Mutalik.
okay. Same here you can take. Now you can see al-absaru. Zagatil absari absaru wa balagatil qulubu. Now you tell me, this is
Zaba. Outside.
Fi'l.
File is
now
outside.
check the noun whether it is outside or inside file.
Outside.
Outside. Why? Because it's a sign. Dhamma. Now wow, ataf. Then again, verb. And this one,
Outside file.
outside door. File. Okay, so that we need to understand accordingly. Now here, kasabat qulubukum. Now this one,
Fail.
Verb.
Yeah. File.
File. Inside.
No.
No.
Outside. Kulu. Outside. Murakkab. Mudaf. Mudaf.
It is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi.
Outside.
Qulubukum. When attached pronouns are attached with noun, they are mudaf ilayhi.
Ji.
So this is outside door. And when they are attached with noun, you should not consider it is maf'ul. When it is maf'ul, when it is attached with the verb only.
There is no maf'ul here.
No. Is it clear now?
As much.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's understand today's part, new part, Majhool. Till now we have learned active voice, where the subject is known. When Majhool is used, when subject is unknown. So let's understand. First you listen to me and then ask the questions. So Majhool, it's passive voice. In English, we call it passive. Please mute your mic. So we are beginning this chapter. So listen to me first, and then you start asking questions. So Majhool, and here we have started Mazi. So we are taking only Mazi, that is past passive voice. Mazi Majhool. Fa'ala, that is verb. It has two types of fi'l we take. Fi'lun ma'lum, that is active. Ma'lum, known. And fi'lun majhool, passive. Why it is fi'lun ma'lum, active? When reader is aware about doer of the action. When reader is aware about doer of the action. Subject or file. But passive, why it is majhool? When reader is not aware about doer of the action. Who has done? I don't know. But it's done. But here, fi'lun ma'lum, yes, reader is aware about the file. So let's see the example. Qatala Dawudu Jaluta. So here, reader is aware about the action that Dawood killed Jalut. So I know here the subject is Dawood. Dawood killed. But when we use fi'l al-majhool, when doer of the action is unknown, I just say, Qutila Jalut. Jalut was killed. So here it doesn't matter who killed. Am I right? It matters only yes. Qutila Jalut. Jalut was killed. So active voice is useful when subject is very important. That's why it is written Fi'lun ma'lum. Yeah, reader is aware about the file. Whereas fi'lun majhool, yes, subject is not important. So when reader is not aware about doer of the action, then we use fi'lun majhool. Try to understand ma'lum, majhool. Very easy. Ma'lum. Yes, I know the file. I know the subject. But fi'lun majhool, I don't know. What is the subject? So need to understand the structure of the past tense, past passive verb. As you know that we have learned and we have started Thulasi Mujarrad, three-letter verbs, which has three patterns. And on the basis of changing Ain Kalima, it has 6 doors. Fa'ala, fa'ila, fa'ula. You can see here that fa and lam have fatha, whereas the harkat of Ain Kalima is changing. But Majhool is very easy. It doesn't matter. It is not categorized to any door. It is the same for all 6 doors. It has only one pattern for all 6 doors. Okay? Fazana, sahaka. In active voice, yes, you need to follow the doors. That's 6 doors. Fazana Sheikh, Fazana Sahaka. Whereas in Majhul, you should not follow the doors because all doors have the same pattern. How will you make it? As you know, we have only 3 root letters. First radical fa kalima, second radical ain kalima, and third radical lam kalima. So don't touch third radical. You should not change anything. It is as it is, like filun ma'lum. It has fatha. Don't spare second radical. Ain kalima. Change it into kasra. Put dhamma on first radical. Fa kalima. And we should not change lam kalima. It is as it is fatha. So what is the pattern for all doors? Fu'ila. Fu'ila. Nasara, nusira. Daraba, duriba. Fataha, futiha. Sami'a, sumi'a. Hasiba, husiba. Karuma, kurima. Are you getting this pattern? That's how to make it. So you need to remember only fu'ila. It's passive. And just put all root letters and make for all doors verbs in past. So in Fi'lun Majhool, it has fixed pattern for all doors. Farzana Sheikh. Whereas Fi'lun Ma'lumun, that yes, it has 6 doors according to changing its Ain Kalima. Whereas Majhool, it has common pattern for all 6 doors. So how to identify Mazi Ma'lum and Mazi Majhool? Very easy if you differentiate. And this is the rule in your plug and play that you always tell indirectly. If Fa Kalima and Lam Kalima have Fatha, it's an active voice. Okay? This is fixed. Whereas if Fa Kalima has Dhamma and Ain Kalima has Kasra because Lam is as it is. It has always Fatha in Majhool as well as Ma'lum. It's a passive voice. I hope it is clear till now.
Yes, ma'am. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Now mark following verbs into passive. Now tell me. Fataha, he opened.
Futiha.
Futiha, he was opened or it was opened. Daraba,
Duriba.
Duriba, he hit, he was hit.
He was hit.
Sami'a,
Sumia.
he heard,
He was
he was hurt. Nasara,
Musiro. Musiro.
yes, he helped, he was helped. Qara'a,
Korea.
Quri'a, he read, he was,
It was read.
or it was read, either one of them. Kataba,
Kutiba. He wrote,
Kutiba.
it was written.
Yes. Hafiza,
Hufiza.
Offiza.
He printed.
Akala,
Okila.
Ukila. Let's take more. See here I have made it. The first one is Ma'lum, then Majhool. Yes. Ghasala, yes, he washed, he was washed or it was washed. Akhaza, he took, yes, okay. Zabaha, he slaughtered.
Dubi.
Walada,
Wulida.
Sa'ala,
Suila.
very good. So this is the whole. So like as you know that we have 14 patterns of Ma'lum. Yes, that's so it's quite obvious. We have 14 forms of Majhool as well. Okay. Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna, Nasarta, Nasartuma, Nasartum, Nasarti, Nasartuma, Nasartunna, Nasartu, Nasarna. Here you need to pattern. If you remember Nusira, you will get all. Nusira, Nusiru, Nusirat, Nusirata, Nusirna. Always remember first 5 pattern, Lam Kalima has Harkat. And then you need to put Jazam. Nusirna, Nusirta, Nusirtuma, Nusirtum, Nusirti, Nusirtuma, Nusirtunna, Nusirtu, Nusirno. Okay?
So Ustaza, in the passive voice, they were helped, he was helped, suppose it is, so he becomes the maful, no?
So that it becomes file, sister, now. That we will learn.
Okay.
Maful becomes file and passive. Why are you telling here it is maful? It is not maful here. It is file.
But the action
Why is
was,
it file he?
the subject is missing, but the action is done on it, no? So it becomes maful. I was thinking that way.
No. Maful becomes file and passive when you convert.
Acha.
Yes, that is quite obvious. That we will learn. First of all, let's understand these all. Okay. Now let's take practice for this. That I have specially mentioned meaning as well so that you can practice to understand the difference. Okay. उसने मदद की जाती उसे. In Urdu we tell like this. Same in English. He helped, he was helped, or it was helped. So now let's take Kasara. He broke. Okay. Yes, Sister Sarah. Can you make it? Or first you make Malum and then Majhool.
Okay. Kasara, kasara, kasaru, kasarat, kasarana. Sorry,
Hmm.
kasarata,
Hmm.
kasarna, kasarta, kasartuma, kasartum, kasarti, kasartuma, kasartunna, kasartu, kasarna. Kusira.
Hmm.
Kusira, kusira, kusiru, kusirat, kusirata, kusirna, kusirta, kusirtuma, kusirtum, kusirti, kusirtuma, kusirtunna, kusirtu, kusirna.
Yes. So I hope you understand meaning. Okay. No need. Yes, but in the next class, I'll give you verbs. You need to tell me both meanings.
Inshallah.
Now, qatala. Yes, Sister Manisha.
qatala, 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 qatalu, qatalat, qatalat, qatalata, qatalna, qatalta, qataltuma, qataltum, qatalti, qatalti, qataltuma, qataltunna, qataltu, qatalna, qutila, 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 qutilu, qutilat, कुतिल कुतिलता कुतिल
Kutilta nahi, kutilata.
सॉरी कुतिलता कुतिलत कुतिलना कुतिलता कुतिलतुमा कुतिलतुम कुतिलती कुतिलतुमा कुतिलना
Hmm?
सॉरी कुतिलतुन्ना कुतिलतु कुतिलना.
Yes. Sister Jalisa.
Darasa, darasu, darasat, darasata, darasna, darasta, darastuma, darastum, darasti, darastuma, darastunna, darastu, darasna. Dorisa, dorisa, dorisu, dorisat, dorisata, dorisna, doris, dorista, doristuma, doristum, doristi, doristuma, doristunna, doristu, dorisna.
Yes. Now let's take next. Yes, Zeba Hashmi. Are you able to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Khalaqat.
Khalaqa, khalaqa, khalaqu, khalaqat, khalaqata, khalaqna, khalaqta, khalaqtuma, khalaqtum, khalaqti, khalaqtuma, khalaqtunna, khalaqtu, khalaqna. Khuliqa, khuliqa, khuliqu, khuliqat, khuliqata, khuliqna, khuliqta, khuliqtuma, khuliqtum, khuliqti, khuliqtuma, khuliqtunna, khuliqtu, khuliqna.
Correct. So let's take next. Yes, Sister Sabiha. Fa'ala. Are you able to speak? Sabiha Yusuf. Okay. Dahlia, Dahlia.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Fa'ala, right?
Yes, Fa'ala.
Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'al, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. Fu- Fu'ila, fu'ila, fu'ilu, fu'ilat, fu'ilata, fu'ilna. Fu'ilta, fu'iltuma, fu'iltum, fu'ilti, fu'iltuma, fu'iltunna, fu'iltu, fu'ilna.
Yes. So La'iba. Yes, Sister Azma Wasim.
Yes, ma'am.
La'iba.
لعب لعبا لعبوا لعبت لعبتا لعبنا لعبت لعبتما لعبتم لعبتي لعبتما لعبتن لعبت لعبنا لعبا مجهول مa'am
Yeah.
لعبا لعبا لعبوا لعبت لعبتا لعبنا لعبت لعبتما لعبتم لعبتي لعبتما لعبتن لعبت لعبنا.
Yes. Alima. Let's take. Yes, Afsana Patel. I think new students joined.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hi.
Alima.
Alima, Alima, Alimu, Alimat, Alimata, Alimana,
Alimna.
Alimna, Alimta, Alimtuma, Alimtum, Alimti, Alimtuma, Alimtunna, Alimtu, Alimna. Ulima, Ulimu, Ulima.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll start
Ulima.
again.
Yes, please repeat.
Ulima, Ulima, Ulimu, Ulimat, Ulimta,
Ulimata.
Ulimata. Then Ulimna, Ulimta, Ulimtuma, Ulimtum,
Tum.
Ulimtum, Ulimti, Ulimtuma, Ulimtunna, Ulimtu, Ulimna.
Yes.
Jazakallah
So
khair.
this one I have taken practice, but next time I'm not going to show you this table. I'll show you only new verbs. You need to tell me both with meaning. So please learn. Okay. So now here need to understand that how we can convert فعل معلوم to فعل مجهول. So you can see قرأ الولد القرآن. But here قرئ القرآن. The subject is known, so it's a real subject. Okay, because we know that Walad, the boy, read the Quran. But in the second Majhool, we don't know subject. In passive, the normal maf'ul, that is object, converts into subject of the sentence. It is no more real subject. However, it is an assistant subject which is denoted by named naibul fa'il. What do we call in Majhool? It is naibul fa'il. An assistant subject. Okay, because if you translate, then the boy read the Quran. Am I right? Yes or no? Now here Quri al Quranu. The Quran was read. I don't know who.
Acha, so the Quran will have marfu then. I mean the
subject has eloped, hidden, the actual. And assistant subject you can see here. So here maful in passive, active, maful becomes file, and that file we can call naibul file. It is not actual file. Am I right?
Excuse me,
That Quran hasn't done the action.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
In English, generally we do in the active voice, it will be the boy read the Quran,
yes,
and passive will be the Quran was
right.
read by the boy.
Yes, but whom we
English.
don't know, that is not written.
But in Arabic, we are purposely hiding the subject.
Yes, 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 because it is unknown. We don't know. It may be boy, it may be girl, I don't know. So it is not written. It is not that much important. When subject is not that much important, doer of the action, that time only we use passive. It is not always written like by the boy. Okay. Yes, if you convert, it is correct that the Quran was read by the boy. But this by the boy, generally it is not written most of the time. It is written only this one. You can get like these sentences in science, in newspaper, in journals. Okay. Something was invented. Who? I don't know. So that is here I'm telling that in active, the file is real file. This is original subject. But when you convert into Majhool, the subject has eloped, hidden. And now we are taking the maful becomes file. But what kind of file? It is not real subject. Am I right? Quran is not doing action about reading. So that's why this file we called an assistant subject. In Arabic, we call naibul file. Are you getting? So simply you need to remember that the subject is known and active, whereas subject is unknown and passive. That's okay. But when you convert, so you always remember that maful becomes subject in majhool, but it is not a real subject. It is an assistant subject. Why it is an assistant subject? Because this is not the doer of the action. He or she hasn't done. That's why it is called as an assistant subject in English. But in Arabic, what do we call it? Naibul file. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Alhamdulillah.
So now you can see here how to identify original file and naibul file. Here I have given only Majhool. Like here, Hubisal Mujrimuna. Hubisa fil al mazi majhul, but al mujrimuna I can't say it is file. It is naibul file. Because arrest, this is an action someone has done. Okay? I don't know original file. So I cannot say in Majhool that al-mujrimuna, it's file. I should say it's naibul file. It's an assistant subject. The killers were arrested. Futihal babu. Again, the door was opened. Who? I don't know. So I can't say that al-babu is the original file. It's a naibul file. And futiha fi'l al-mazi majhul. Again the same rule. Yes, naibul file is outside because it ends with dhamma. If you convert it into active, what would it be? Fataha al-baba. He opened the door. I hope you are getting it now. Now, Nusir al-Mazlumu. Again, Nusira, fi'l al-mazi majhul. Al-Mazlumu, it's naibul file. Shuriba al-labanu. Shuriba, fi'l al-mazi majhul. That you always keep in your mind. Fu'ila. This is the pattern for majhul. And al-labanu, it is naibul file. It is not original file. Qutila sariku. Qutila fi'l al-mazi majhul. And as-sariku naibul file. Now mata duriba. Mata, it's question. Duriba, it's fi'l al-mazi majhul, but naibul file is inside. Okay.
So, Ustaza, 1 minute. Ustaza, this matam duriba, what will be the meaning?
When? Mata
When
means when. Duriba means
was hit.
he was hit.
When he was hit.
So make the question. When was he hit?
When was hit. And
उसे कब मारा गया?
So, Ustaza, the naibul file doesn't follow in gender and number.
Why?
Majhool. Like this is
Why?
hubisa.
It is verbal. It is verbal sentence. It has the same rule which we have discussed just now.
Acha, that third person wala.
Yeah.
Singular.
Rules are not changing. If it is fi'l, yes, rule is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
For second and first person, it will match. Otherwise, in third person, it will be singular.
Yes, it's inside door, no?
No, outside, no?
Where? It is Duriba, no? I'm talking about Duriba.
Acha, no, I'm talking about the first, the
Yes,
Hobi-
there is outside. Because it ends with Dhamma. So we can't say it is file, it is naibul file.
No, but for gender and see, hubisal, mujrimuna,
That is
mujrimuna is
quite obvious, sister. If we are talking about verbal sentence, why are you changing the track? I don't understand.
the Ustaza mujrimina is plural, no? And husiba is singular, no? So I'm asking that the number.
So what is the rule we have learned about verbal sentence? Tell me.
Majhool also will be the same.
Why it is not verbal sentence? Common sense we should have. It is verbal sentence. If it is verbal, it starts with verb.
Ji.
Then that's quite obvious. It is verbal sentence. And
Okay.
if
So
it
the
is
third
verbal
person.
sentence, if file is declared in this third person, yes, we need to use singular form.
Okay. Ji. Jazakallah.
Now here need to understand, this is the analysis about Naibul file, okay? And need to understand, it is not necessary that every time your file is outside. Sometimes it is inside as well. Am I right? So need to understand, and now you should not focus on file, you should focus on maf'ul. Why? Because when you convert active voice into passive voice, maf'ul becomes file. And that file we call naibul file. So focus on number or gender to maf'ul, because accordingly we need to change the pattern. Now the first one, sa'ala kul mudarrisu. Now first of all analyze. This is fi'l.
Inside. Outside.
This
Maf'ul.
is maf'ul. Why it is maf'ul? Because it is attached with the verb. And this is outside door, file, that is subject. Now when you convert it into Majhool, your file, original file will be eloped, that is hidden. Am I right? And you need to convert your maf'ul into naibul file. So what will be naibul file here? It is third person singular. Am I right?
Huwa. Huwa.
Yes. So if it is huwa, then you need to take pattern of huwa. Suila. And door naibul file is hidden. So that its file is damir mustatir. Huwa. Okay. Because there is no sign for huwa. You can't say. It is the base form. Other than that, yes, we have, except huwa and hiya, we have signs to understand what is the file. The same way you need to understand naibul file as well. Now here, sa'alahumul mudarrisu. Now again, sa'ala here, subject, sorry, verb.
Yeah.
Sorry. Verb, it's fi'l. Then again, you look at first. Outside door is there.
File.
It is subject. This one is attached with the verb. So it is
Maf'ul.
quite obvious. It is maf'ul, that is object. Now here object becomes naibul file. So you need to take for whom. What is the pattern? Su'ilu. So here, what is the sign for the file?
Wow.
Wow.
Al-wow.
Yes. That wow represents your inside door is home.
Hum.
Mustatir.
Yes. It is not mustatir. Why? Mustatir means it is absolutely hidden. You cannot guess. You don't have any sign. Do you have any sign here?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yes. So this is the sign which we can say, yes, it is inside. Okay. Suilat, it is also same. Like if we have done mudarrisun, mudarrisatun. Am I right? These are the base. So
Yes.
again, for here also, we don't have any sign. It is as it is, like mudarrisun, mudarrisatun. Same. Suila, suil. That's why we say it's damir mustatir. There is no sign to understand. You always remember. Suila, suilat. Sa'ala, sa'alat. But here we are putting, no, we are not putting mustatir. Why? Because we have some signs where we can understand, yes, what file is inside. Am I right? So here also same. Again, you analyze sa'ala verb.
Verb.
Now again, your file is
Abu.
so it is why it is file because it ends with the ma outside door. And ha is it is attached with the verb, so it is object. So again, object converts into naibul file. So according to that, you need to take the pattern suilat. Am I right? Again, here the same. I have given all you can understand. So ka, suilta, that is anta. Hunna, suilna, hunna. Is it clear now to how to convert? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here also the same you need to take. Like sa'alakumul mudarrisu. Sa'ala verb, al mudarrisu outside door, file, kum object, maful. Now object becomes here naibul file. So kum antum su'iltum. The same I have given all. Is it clear or not? Now tell me how to convert. If you have any doubt, please discuss. Otherwise, when we start practice again, you have the same question.
For now, it's clear.
Yeah. Is it difficult to understand?
हाँ मैम difficult है.
It's
Ma'am,
not.
this is the first one is Salakumul Mudarrasu.
Huh?
You ask the teacher.
You all ask.
No, the teacher asks you all.
Actually, the teacher asked.
Why? Because subject is what?
Ah,
This
That's
is
why
the
I'm
active
putting again and again. This is verb. This is subject. Declared. And kum is object.
This is active normal one.
Yes, it's active.
Hmm.
Now soiltum.
So it's like, ma'am, you're converting the attached pronoun to detached pronoun form.
Yes, that's
So
why.
object becomes subject, yeah.
Yes, that is that only I have told in the this one is very important. This one, see.
I will.
Hmm.
Okay. So here we can say you all were asked. तुम सबको पूछा गया भाई. किससे? I don't know. Soiltum means what? You were asked.
You all plural.
Am I
Oh,
right?
Acha, it is only this much. I was thinking that you're going to add, su'iltum al mudarrisa karke. Then it becomes very obvious that ki mudarrisa.
Yes, yes.
Acha,
So
acha,
that's
got
why
it,
I'm
got it.
telling you that in Majhool, your Original
got it.
subject is unknown. It is
Okay.
eloped. That is
Like you say,
hidden.
the subject will run away.
Yes, yeah,
It will not
that's
be
quite
there.
obvious. That is
Achha, got
only
it.
I have written in English
Okay,
here.
okay.
Yes, it ran away here. See,
ट्यूबलाइट थोड़ा लेट
Again,
से जला
this
मैम
word is
Got
not,
it.
yeah,
Hmm.
yes.
Actually,
Mhm.
first we have to identify which is object and which is subject, and then we can change it from active to passive.
Yes, that is quite
Because
obvious.
even I was thinking it will be Soila
Mhm.
Mudarrasu. I
No.
thought it will be the passive.
Yes.
No,
That's why
no.
I was waiting that you're going to come to that करके तो but you like you said okay the subject elopes and then it is only ऐसा आना चाहिए
Yes, yes, yes.
got
Subject
it
is
ma'am.
always, the original subject is always. Okay. Okay.
Got it
So,
got it ma'am.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Why? What is the definition of majhul then?
Because the subject is unknown.
Yes.
किसने किया वो पता नहीं लेकिन
Yes.
कुछ तो
Yes.
किसी ने तो किया
Very good. Yes. जैसे कि अल्लाह ने पैदा किया है, बराबर है। अपन बोलते हैं, आपको कुरान में मिलेगा, आसमान को पैदा किया गया, जमीन को पैदा किया गया। इट इज क्वाइट ऑब्वियस दैट अल्लाह ने किया, लिखने की जरूरत क्या है?
Hmm.
Correct.
Are you getting it? So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
situation we use passive, and you will get passive a lot in Quran as well.
जी.
Okay. So here also, so try to understand the word original which we are learning, majhool. Majhool means subject is unknown. Malum, subject is known. This is only we are talking about the conversion. If you convert, but if you have directly majhool, then you need to understand.
Now it is clear.
Yeah. So that's
So
why
what
I
is
given all
this ma'am ये
patterns here.
ताऊ क्या है यहाँ पे
Pardon?
ताऊ अत्ताऊ what is that
Ta, ta. It's a ta.
नहीं यहाँ पे next column में
Tau, this is the name of ta. This is the sign to understand. A
oh
tau.
okay
Yeah.
अच्छा
Yeah. Here also. See.
okay fine
This is the sign where we can understand what is naibal file, which is inside.
got it ma'am
Yeah.
thank you
That's why I have put this table to understand all patterns. So these are the some, I must say that at the initial stage, I will give you, this is homework. Let's see that how many of you do it. You need to point out naibal file. Okay?
Inshallah.
Will you
inshallah
do it?
watch the आके
Yes, we'll discuss in the next class. Okay? But I'd like you to attempt first. It's your understanding. Okay? Whether it is inside or outside. Hmm. See, you will get it. Khulikat, Soilat, Futilat, Rufiat, Nusibat, Sutihat. Okay?
yes
Especially, please do it. खाली क्लास में आके क्वेश्चंस करने से फायदा नहीं. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस तभी होने चाहिए when we do something from our side. Am I right?
yes ma'am
So when you attempt it, that you have some thoughts, you will get some directions. Even I can learn from your side as well. So that I want. So yes, we can summarize here and try to understand. This is also very important slide. Malum means someone who knows or is aware about the tour subject. Always focus on the concept. What concept we are learning and what does it mean? When you understand, then you start learning in detail so that you will get a track. Yes, what we are learning. So ma'lum means someone who knows or is aware about the doer. That's why we know it. Okay, we know the original subject. Majhool means someone who doesn't know or is unaware about the doer. मजहूल का मतलब क्या होता है? सब्जेक्ट पता ही नहीं भाई किसने किया. Okay. In Arabic, active voice is called ma'lum, whereas in Arabic, passive voice is called as majhool. Why is it ma'lum? That is very basic question. Because subject appears. The original subject appears. दिखाई देता है. Reader is aware about it. Yes, I can see. Now you can see. قتل داوود جالوت. Now I can see original subject is Daud. And Daud has done the action of killing. And Jalut is maf'ul because he received the action of killing. So I can see the doer of the action. But the same if I write, so why is it majhool? Because subject vanishes. गायब हो जाता है. Reader is not aware about it. I have typed in a simple language. Qutila Jalutu. Now you can see what was maf'ul here.
Jalut.
And now here.
Naibul file.
Yes. Because who has done this action? Daud. Am I right?
Yes.
And it,
जो यहाँ पे पता नहीं चल
yes,
रहा.
and that word vanishes. Only Qutila Jalut. So Qatala Dawudu Jalut. Daud killed Jalut. Qutila Jalutu. Jalut was killed. So look at the endings, and that you need to begin your sentence when you translate. So this summary is very, very important. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can I take or can we continue next class this exercises?
एक दो कर देना ma'am, otherwise we'll forget.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yes, this note is very important that we need to end it here. Okay. Passive voice can only be made of transitive verbs. We have learned fi'lul mutaddi. What is transitive verb?
You need file, ma'am.
No.
We need maf'ul.
Maf'ul.
Maf'ul. Yeah.
Lazim and mutaddi. Transitive
Mutaddi, yes.
and intransitive.
Intransitive.
Okay. If I say he went, there is no question what or whom. Is there? Is there question?
No question.
No question. But he helped. Is there a question what whom?
Yes. Whom did he help?
Yes, it has. So here you require maf'ul to complete the meaning. if the verb requires object to complete the meaning, we call it transitive verb. فعل المتعدي. So when you can make passive voice if verb is mutaddi, because as you have observed, when you convert active to passive, your maf'ul becomes an naibul file. Am I right?
Yes.
So if you don't have maf'ul, then how can you make passive? Okay, so this note is very important. So it is passive is applicable only for transitive verb. Now here you can see خلق الله الإنسان. Allah created the man. Yeah. बराबर है? इंसान.
Yes.
Human we can say. Human. Allah created human. So what is here خلق? فعل معلوم. Allah file. Why file? Because ends with dhamma. Maf'ul al-insana. Why? Because it ends with fatha. Now you can see. خلق الإنسان. That means
Man was created.
yes. That is important. Now who? It's quite obvious. Allah.
Allah created. लेकिन यहाँ पे it's not there.
Yeah. So that is always hidden. So here your file ran away. Am I right? Original file. That's why we cannot say al-insan is file. It is naibul file. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now here you can analyze. Examine the following examples. Fahima tullabu darsa. What does it mean?
What is Fahima, ma'am?
Understand.
Students
So,
The student understand the
understood.
lesson. Understood the lesson.
Understood the lesson.
Yes, the students understood the lesson. Now,
lesson.
The
fuhimat
lesson was
dars.
understood.
तो
किसने understand किया वो पता नहीं. The lesson was understood.
जी, वही तो हम बता रहे थे. That is, we don't know. Okay, the lesson was understood. That is, see here, if it has dhamma, then your sentence starts with subject, yes or no, isn't it? So when you translate, so the lesson would be the first. The lesson was understood.
So you must be having this question now, right, ma'am? Yes.
Yeah. So, fatahal, yes. What is this?
Abwab.
Yes. Fatahal abwabu. No, it is bababul bab. Don't know what it is. What is bababu? It is, I think, spy. So, fataha bababul bab. So now here again same.
Futihal
Bab.
The door was opened.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. The door was opened. Now sarakal laisu sa'atu. Sa'ata two. This is both. Okay. It is not two, it is who. Sa'atahu. Yes. So saraka means stole. Al-Laisu,
Thief
yes,
stole
thief,
his car.
yes. And Sa'ata, who?
His car.
His
Watch.
watch, yes, his watch. Okay. Now, again, same.
His
It becomes, now tell,
watch
his
was stolen.
watch,
Was
his
stolen.
watch was stolen.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Yes. Now, this is again the one more homework for you people, that convert. If it is not, then I'll take. This is the last slide. You cannot change anything. You just change what? Tell me.
You remove the file and add marfu to Majhool.
Yes. And your file vanishes. Okay. That means you need to drop file. Original file when you convert into passive. अभी passive में क्या क्या चला जाएगा इसमें से बोलो? Only original file. ये नहीं आएगा.
Zero चला गया.
Am I right?
Yes.
That will not be there. But you need to find out always. I'd say that it is very important in passive. You need to look at maf'ul, because according to that you need to take the form of the verb. Okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if it is outside, very easy. But if it is inside, then according to that you need to take detached pronoun form. Here. So this is your maf'ul. Am I right?
Anta, Soilta.
Anta. Here also. Hum. Na. Okay. So it is not duribana, it is duribna. When you take form, you would see here it is darabana. Daraba, it's third person. And na is attached. That I have told you the difference. So if you take like
The man hit us. He
okay.
hit.
So now this is your
Fail 5.
verb subject, okay. And this is your maf'ul, that is object. But if I write here, now on lam kalima sukun, now
We hit. That
is only verb and
subject. Fail
subject.
5.
This is the actual form of verb.
Active.
We hit.
We.
Am I right? So in the first one, what is the translation?
He hit us.
Yes. And here?
We hit.
Yes. I hope it is clear now. So I am giving you 2 homework, but that I'm going to discuss in the next class. Huh? Don't worry. But I want you people to attempt it. Let's see. So that will be homework, and the next, this previous one. Just
the
go
first
through it
homework,
before you start. Yes?
excuse me, ma'am, the first homework, what should we do, the ma'am?
Which one? There, here.
The first one you give, no, not this one, the first one you gave.
We have to just find the passive words of the Quran.
Or only the passive words.
There, huh? This is Naibul file. You need to find out.
Okay, ma'am.
Here. Whether it is inside or outside.
No matter the meaning, we don't no need to know the meaning. Only the
You have
yes.
books for meaning.
Okay, ma'am.
We are here to understand grammar.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Is there any doubt?
No.
No, ma'am.
So I shall upload today 2 videos, and this one also I'll share.
Inshallah.
So please attempt, it's my kind request. But if you are regular, then you understand. If you are not regular, you cannot. Okay, that is not at all possible. If you are not regular, I'm sure that every student has to attend grammar class 2 to 3 times repeatedly, the same course. Then it starts to enter in your mind, I must say, according to my experience.
Yes, ma'am. The same with Quran translation as well. When we are
Yes. And yes, when you are perfect in grammar, you yourself automatically can translate Quran. If you have vocabulary, that's it.
Inshallah.
You don't need the ready-made translation.
Mhm.
I need just one help. So in the second question, qatalahumul mujrimu bil musaddasi. While
Which
changing
one?
it into passive, the second one, qatalahum.
No, I'm not getting your voice.
She's asking in the second question, but I don't know what she meant. Ustada, this only screen, this only screen.
This one, okay, fine.
Same one.
Yeah. This one you are asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, please.
While changing it into passive voice, it will be qotilahum और ये मुजरिमु तो हट जाएगा. But what about this will?
No, whom? That means you need this. What is your maful?
Qotilu.
Whom? And what is the pattern when it is detached? What is the pattern for whom?
Wow.
Qatalu. So you make it passive.
Qotilu.
Qutilu.
It will be qotilu, but what about this will musaddasi?
That is as it is. You need to take.
Okay, we will take that. Okay.
Yeah. That's quite. You need to hide only file.
This is mutalik, no, ma'am.
Yes, it is mutalik, correct.
Same in other sentences also. We will just hide the.
Yes. When you ask the question, you need to take question pattern. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah. You need to only hide original file. That's it. Nothing else. And try to focus on maful, and according to that, you need to take the pattern. This is for anta. So what is the pattern for anta? Suilta.
Qatalta.
No, here. Sa'alaka.
Su'ilta. Amma
Sa'alta.
Yes, that is done. Amma suilta. Am I right?
Ji.
So we'll discuss it. Don't worry. I'll take these 2 homeworks in the next class. But first you attend. It doesn't matter.
We need to find only the field, and then we change to passive voice. That's what we have to do.
Need to find maf'ul here and change into naibul file.
Okay, ma'am.
And according to that, you need to take the verb pattern.
It's only that we need practice so we get used to it. What Ustad was saying. That
Yeah, especially just for this one, you need to follow this one. See, I have done these examples. Then I have written here. I have given everything. See, I have given you this one for attached pronouns. How to convert. And I have given all patterns, that means all forms. So you follow this one, and this one here, your maful is declared. So two ways I have put it. And then you need to practice. Understood? I hope it is clear now. You need to practice. That's it. Nothing else.
जी
Yes. So don't worry, I'll repeat it again and again. You just need to understand the concept. So I believe that when we start ayah, it comes again and again, again and again, again and again. So we can practice more. And yes,